So friends, this time I'm looking at a specific technique which will enable you to play the rock style of music. For this I'm in standard tuning and I have a capo on my 3rd fret. Except for my thick E string which is tuned up to G as usual. So this is tuned up to G and I have a capo on 3rd fret. So for the technique, uh, I'm playing a specific scale, which is I'm gonna call the notes of the scale with respect to the capo. I'm on the E string. I have 5 and 3. Same goes for the B string, 5 and 3. For the G string, I have 4 and 2. And you have open G, 2nd fret of the D, and open D. You can play open strings for the B and E string as well. So you can play. Of course, you'll be repeating the notes because the 5th fret of the B is the same note as the open G. So, in order to get these ornaments, you have to play a series of pull-offs where you will involve the open E, B, and G string. So for the technique is concerned, as far as the technique is concerned, what you have to do is you have to play 3 notes from the scale. You can choose any 3 notes. To simplify it, let's play 2, 3, 2nd fret on the G and 4th fret on the G twice, and then play the bass, and then you play just 2 notes, which is 2nd fret of the G and open G, and then you play the bass. So we have a phrase in which we have a cluster of notes and periodic basses. The cluster of notes are 3 notes, then bass, then 2 notes, then bass. Then you have this formula, kind of a formula in which you are playing 3 notes bass, 2 notes bass. You can choose any 3 notes from the scale and it will sound right. You can choose 3 different notes, then bass, then 2 same notes, then bass. So it will sound like. Or you can choose same 3 notes and different 2 notes. So for the first cluster of 3 notes, I'm playing same 3 notes. That's 4th fret of the G, then bass, then 2 and 0 on G, and then bass. So it will sound like. So if you maintain this formula of playing 3 notes, then bass, then 2 notes and bass, you can create different phrases, different variations like. This is a way of kind of emulating or mimicking the percussion, where you are trying to emulate this. This type of a beat where you're playing 1 2 3 bass, 1 2 bass, 1 2. So if you're able to play or practice this to play some kind of authentic Torah rhythms, and then you have different scales with which you can get different feels. You can play a minor, or you can play major. There are various different scales which will enable you to play different feels. But when it comes to the rhythm, you can maintain the shuffle, and this is one of the ways of playing authentic Torah style rhythms. So the most important takeaway from this lesson is playing the shuffle. And one more important thing is to know where the foot taps are, because if you're tapping your foot to this, you would want to know where the taps are. So we have this formula of 3 notes, bass, 2 notes, and bass. The taps are for the whole phrase, you're tapping your foot twice. You're tapping your foot on the first note of the first cluster of 3 notes. So if I'm playing, if I'm playing a simple phrase like, so that is 2, 4 on G and 3 on the B. Then you have bass. Then you have 2 and 0 on G. Then you have bass. This is a simple phrase. Let me continue it. For this phrase, you will tap your foot on the first note of the first 3 clusters. So in this phrase, the first note, then the second fret of the G, you'll tap your foot just when you start the phrase. You tap your foot once there, and then you play bass. Bass is off beat. You're not tapping your foot while you play the bass. And the second tap of the foot is when you're playing the first note of the second cluster. That's just 2 notes. So 2 and 0 in this case. So when I'm playing 2 again, I'll tap my foot. So the foot taps will be here and here. In this phrase, it becomes really simple. So whenever I'm playing second fret of the G, I'm tapping my foot. They use a lot of hammer-on and pull-offs. Let me discuss that in another lesson, but this is the basic structure with which you can play Torah rhythms. Hope you like this lesson. Tell me what you think about in the comment section below, and hope you like this video, and see you in another lesson.